Hey everybody, JR here. I'm so sorry about the delay. I literally went in my office like, I don't know, a half hour early, and I said, well, I'm going to start the stream like 15 minutes early. But now I'm trying to upload a presentation. So, anyhow, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. It is Friday, and let me change my screen where you can just see me right now instead of that little window and window thing. Look at all that stuff. Is that crazy or what? Okay, so I'm going to do the window full. Okay, so you should be able to see me. Great. The lighting's not great, even though I have a bunch of lights set up because I had to switch computers. So let me tell you my story. You want to hear a story? Let me share a story with you. The other day, what do you call it? Laptop wasn't working. It's a MacBook Air. I've only had it for like a year, something like that, and it just wouldn't charge, wouldn't charge, wouldn't charge. I spent like 2 hours on the phone, if you can relate to this, with Apple, and they kept saying, well, turn it on, do this, turn it on, do this. I'm like, it doesn't charge. I can't turn it on. I can't turn it on. Hey, Marco from Finland. Hey, Christine there. Hey, Wayne. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient with me on this. It really upsets me because I prepare for like a week to do these lives, and then when we have a technical issue like this, I'm like, drives me crazy. So anyhow, it wouldn't charge. And I want to walk you through this so you can see what all I did, and then we're going to get into some of the training too. I can't pull up my presentation, but I can certainly talk to you guys and give you the training that you came here for, that you deserve. So I want to make sure you get it. So anyhow, they said, well, go ahead and make an appointment at an Apple store. And I looked online at all the Apple stores, and no appointments were available at any of the stores. And I finally find one that is a service center, and I don't know if it's an Apple store or what the heck it is. And it says it was in Palm Desert. Now, Palm Desert, if you don't know California, it's about 2 hour drive from my house, and it's about 50 degrees warmer, something like that. I mean, it's hot. It's hot out there. So I drive out to the Palm Desert. It's 111 degrees. I go into this little repair shop. They have me fill out all this stuff. I spend like 20 minutes filling out all this stuff in there. And then the guy says, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and check it out. And then in a day or so, we'll figure out what's wrong. And if we need parts, we'll order them. Once we get the parts in, we'll call you and you can come pick it up. And I'm like, no, I'm 2 hours from you. I can't leave my computer here. I can't drive back 2 hours on another day. It's going to be 4 hours today alone. So he said, well, we can't help you then. So I was like, okay, no problem. I came back home. I called Apple. They said they would send me a box, and I would have to send in this, what I consider a new computer, under a year old, just over a year old. And then it's going to be gone for a week. So I've got my Mac Air. So I pull my Mac Air out, and I do my whole presentation on it for you guys. I bring it into my office today, and then I try to do the live stream key, and it won't work. So then we switched over to Jessica's computer, which I have right here. This is her Air. She just got a new MacBook Pro. So I've got two Airs sitting on my desk. One of them is still loading up the presentation. But anyhow, I've got these two computers on my desk, plus I've got an iPad here, and I can't make any of it work. It's driving me crazy. Just driving me crazy. So anyhow, I want to talk to you guys today. We've been working on this digital course thing, and please do me a favor. I really appreciate your comments. And when you put comments and you put questions over there, it makes these videos, the way the algorithm works is YouTube sees you guys are reacting, and you're putting questions in there and you're putting comments in there, and they'll show it to more people, so I get more views on it. So we really would appreciate that, because it helps out other people. They can get this information, they can do something with it. So we've been talking about building this course, and we built a course. We'll say, I don't know if all you guys have finished your course yet, but we have built it, but it's still not marketable. It's not a product. Okay, it's got to be a product. So I'm gonna talk you through these things, and then the actual visual presentation I'll probably do next Friday, because this is taking too long to upload it. But I want to talk you through all this so you understand what it is. So once you've built your course, you've put it somewhere. Now, I put my courses inside of Kartra, and the reason I like putting it inside of Kartra is because when I put a course in Kartra, I can use the analytics. I can actually go in there and I can see where people are watching, how far they're watching. If they're dropping off in a certain area, I can go to that video and say, well, what am I doing there? What's wrong with this to where they're not completing this particular module? Now, by doing that also, let's say somebody completes the first 3 out of 10 modules of your training course, you can automatically send them an email, and it'll do a trigger. It'll say, anybody who's completed 3 of these modules, send them this email. So that email could be a congratulations, it could be a certificate, it could be an offer for more training, it could be whatever you want. And only Kartra can do this, guys. So if you don't have Kartra, you need to get it. Jessica will put a link in the comment section there. And Jessica, if you just put in there bit.ly/Kartra uppercase JR. Now, that may not work. It's not working. It's not letting you do a bit.ly link, huh? All right, what if you put Kartra .Kartra uppercase JR. In place of the dot, just spell out the word dot. Can you do that? Will that work? Will that work? Just trying. Just trying. So anyhow, that's why I like to use Kartra, and I want you guys to be able to see how it works. I'd like for you guys to be able to get it if you want. It's really pretty darn cool. So anyhow, once you've got your videos in Kartra, and one other thing I want to add, like a week and a half ago, Kartra said, hey, in addition to all the things we give you here, we're going to give you unlimited data. Wow! So it doesn't matter what plan you have in Kartra, you can put your videos in there now and not worry about using up your data and getting charged data charges. So, you know, you could have people watching your videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't cost you anything more. And they also added that you could send as many emails as you want. There's no limit to emails. So that's, you know, that's earth shattering. There's no provider out there that's doing that, guys. So if you don't have Kartra, you're missing out. I mean, you really, really are missing out. Kartra is, I think, the wave of the future. I mean, there's other stuff out there. Most of it's a whole lot more expensive. It doesn't do half the stuff that Kartra does. So anyhow, we've got our course now inside of Kartra. It's setting there, but it's not a product yet. Okay, it's a course inside Kartra, but it's not a product. Now, to sell your course, it needs to be a product. It needs to be a thing you can sell. So what we do is we actually go into Kartra, and I'm going to, you know, voice-wise walk you through this. I can't visually do it because my presentation is still downloading to Dropbox, so it's okay. We'll just do it this way. So what I want to do is go into Kartra now, and I want to make it a product. Now, when I go into Kartra, there's several things I can do when I make it a product. I can say I want this product to be a one pay. In other words, I want to sell my product for $997, and that's a price point. But the other thing I can do with Kartra is add other price points. So maybe I have another price point in there that is $397 a month for 3 months. So, you know, I let people make payments on it, and I charge a little bit more for the course, but that's one of the choices. So I may have a radio button that says you can buy this for $997, or you can make 3 payments of $397, which is obviously a little bit more money, a couple $100 more, but that allows them to pay less, okay? So the other thing you can do, and that is a series of payments, and you can pick like 3 months, 6 months, whatever you want to do. It'll allow you to put how many months you want in there. So if you wanted to charge them $99 a month for 12 months, you could also do that. The other thing it'll do is it will allow you to do recurring payments. So let's say somebody wants to pay $997 for your course, and you say, well, that'll give you 1 year access. Next year, it'll charge you again. You can set it up to where each year it'll charge them $997 if that's what you want to do. You can also do what's called continuity. I have a lot of continuity courses. I really love continuity. And continuity basically is where people just pay you on a regular basis to have access to your stuff. So I've got continuity courses that are, let's say, $27 a month, okay? I've got continuity courses that are also $397 a month, depending on what they get, what access they get, that type of thing. So if it's $27 a month, and I have a lot of smaller courses that are like that, and those are really cool because those particular courses are such a small amount of money. People are like, you know, $27, it's not that much. I didn't look at it last month, but I probably will next month. I want to have access to it. Now, the cool thing about continuity is it goes on and on and on and on. I mean, until that user actually stops paying you, then you keep collecting $27. Now, some of you are going to say, well, $27, JR, that's not much money. How are you going to make any money at $27? Well, imagine that 100 people are paying you $27. That's $2,700 a month. I woke up this morning and I had a bunch of payments on different courses I had that are continuity courses, that are monthly courses, and I just looked at my phone. I'm like, you know, before I had my breakfast, I made money. I made a lot of money this morning, which is really pretty cool. Not to mention the stock market went up. I'm really happy about that because I bought all those airline stocks. If anybody bought any airline stocks, put it in the comments there, because I know I did. I looked at them and I said, and I'm a little off track here, but I said, you know what? They're like a third or a quarter of what their normal average is. We know that the airlines aren't going out of business. We know they're going to be bailed out. I think I'm going to buy some airline stocks. And I got to tell you, everything from Alaska Airline, American Airline, Southwest Airline, Delta Airline, United Airline, what was the other one I bought? JetBlue. I think it was JetBlue, something like that. Anyhow, I bought all these airlines, and every single one of them made me money. So if you haven't bought airline stocks, they're still cheap. Go out there and get you some. Anyhow, so back to this course thing. So now that we've got it made a product, it's now a product, and it has different price points. The cool thing about Kartra is when you do a sales page, and you're going to need a sales page to sell your course, okay? We're going to have to build a sales page. But on that sales page, you can decide what price points you want to appear on that sales page. So like I have one course, and it's $997, or it's a 3-pay of $397. And there's 2 buttons on that page. And if I had my presentation, I could show it to you. But anyhow, there's 2 buttons on that page, and one side says, you know, a single pay, $997, and the other button says 3 payments of $397. Okay, so obviously it costs a little bit more to buy it, you know, in payments. You know, that's just the way it is. That's something to motivate people, obviously, to, you know, pay up front, right? So they get a little bit cheaper. But if they don't, that's fine too. So you can have all these different price points on there. Now, that is your sales page. Your sales page is a page you're going to build in Kartra. And when it comes to those buttons, you're going to attach it to the product that you built in Kartra that is going to be sold on this sales page, okay? So far we've made it into a product, we've made a sales page. Now the next thing is we want a thank you page. Thank you page. Where are they going to go to once they buy your product? Where do they end up? Where do they land? A thank you page is a page that could be where they just land on the page to go ahead and start the course. That could be it. I don't think that's that useful though, because you've got some opportunities here. A thank you page could also be a page of an upsell. You may say to them, hey, you know, thanks for buying my course. If you would like specialized instruction, you know, we can give you, I don't know, 3 hours of specialized instruction for another $997. We could give you, you know, personalized coaching for $1,500 a month for 6 months. Whatever it is you decide you want to sell them. Now, keep in mind, there's never a better time to sell somebody something than after they had just bought from you. Now, make sure it's valuable. It's something that they can use. It's something they're going to get some use out of. But, you know, that's an opportunity for you guys. And I see too many people who are selling courses or even products, and the thank you page is just that. Thanks for buying. We appreciate it. Okay, missed opportunity because you didn't try to sell them something else. And there's nothing wrong with trying to sell stuff, guys. I hear it all the time where, you know, a marketer online, they say, well, these people are just going to think I'm trying to sell them stuff. You are. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to sell them stuff. Now, we want it to be valuable. We want it to be worthwhile. We want it to solve a problem for them. We want all that. But there's nothing wrong with selling, guys. You gotta get this through your head that selling is okay. And if you think about it, you've been doing it your whole life. I mean, you know, if you have a kid or a pet or whatever, you want to sell them on not running out into the street, right? Because they could get killed, you know? So selling is okay. You know, we're trying to sell our political views every day. We're trying to sell our religious views every day. We're trying to sell our ideas to our kids. Selling is okay. There's nothing wrong with it as long as it's done with good intent, okay? Now, we don't ever want to rip somebody off. We don't want to sell them something that has no value. That's when it's bad. That's when selling's bad. But if you have something of value that can help improve somebody's life, like I have some good courses that can actually help you guys. It'll help you, you know, make money online. It'll help you run ads. It'll help you design, you know, digital courses. There's nothing wrong with that because I know you can get value out of it. Okay, and I don't feel bad selling that to you. When I sell my coaching, I sit down with people one-on-one and I say, this is the next step you need to do to succeed. There's nothing wrong with selling that. So get that out of your head. So anyhow, we got this course, and we've made it into a product in Kartra, and then we've made a sales page to sell it on, and then we've got a thank you page to thank them from buying the course and offer them some other services or products. One big link is missing here. You can sell your course on your own. That's not a problem. You can sell your course all day long. But wouldn't it be cool if you had 10 other people working for you selling your course? Wouldn't it be cool if you had 50 people? What if you had 1,000 people selling your course, or 10,000, or 1,000,000? Okay, I could keep going up with the numbers, but you get the point. The point is, if you had more people selling your course, you could make more money. That's what we want to do. So inside of Kartra, you can make your course available to affiliates. Now, what's an affiliate? An affiliate is somebody who says, hey, there's a course out there. I don't have a course of my own, and I want to sell that guy's course, and I want to get a commission because he's already got sales pages and thank you pages and all this stuff. I just want to go out there to my email list and send an email and say, hey, check out this course. It's pretty cool. And I want to sell it that way. Or I want to run some ads, or I want to do some blog posts on it. All of these things can be done if you allow affiliates to sell your course. Now, inside of Kartra, right inside of Kartra, there is an area where you can click Allow Affiliates. Make it public. Make your course public. And when you make it public, you decide what commission you're going to pay. Like a lot of my courses, I pay a 50% commission. That's a lot of money. In other words, they make as much as I do. However, that is business I wouldn't have had if I didn't do that. In addition to that, you can put your course in other places. So I may put a sales page on ClickBank and make it an affiliate offering ClickBank so people can sell my courses within ClickBank. So there's a lot of places you could actually do this. Now, you're going to have to decide when you make your product inside Kartra, and I can't visually show you because my presentation is, it's downloaded now, but it would take forever to show it to you. And I'll show it to you next week. You'll really like it. But this week is really cool because you're getting an overview of this. And then next week, I will actually visually show you all of these steps and walk you through every single step in Kartra so you can see how it's done. So let me go over what I've gone over first off, okay? Once you've made your course, you've put it into your modules, you've set it inside of Kartra, you have to make it a product, okay? Making it a product allows you to sell it. Now, the cool thing is you can not only make it a product for you, you can make it a product for other people. And when you make it a product, when somebody buys that product, there's a little button there and you can say, okay, once they've paid for this product, give them access to pick the drop down, your course in Kartra. So those two kind of meet together. And once they buy it, they automatically get access. They'll automatically get an email that is already set up in Kartra, and it sends them an email that says, hey, here's your login, here's your password, thanks for buying this course. Now, you can go in there and change what that email says, but it's automatically set up for you in Kartra. That's so awesome that you don't have to do that. You don't have to figure that stuff out. That's why I like having everything in Kartra, because my sales page is there, my email's there. So I literally could send out an email and it could say, click this link to go to this page, okay? And when they click the link, it's a sales page for my course. And when they go to that sales page, they click the button to buy it. And when they buy it, it gives them access, automatically sends them an email, and then offers them some other product on the thank you page. How awesome is that? And it allows affiliates to do the same thing. Pretty darn cool. So that is an overview of what you need to do to turn your course into something you can actually sell. Now, I want to take some questions on this. I know I've got questions. I know Jessica has some over there. And I'd like to actually, Jessica, if you don't mind, could you get a little closer to me? I would like to ask you about your courses, what you've done, how you've marketed them, because Jessica has them too. And I feel like I'm always just talking about my stuff. And I don't want to always do that. So I want to talk to Jessica and get some feedback. And guys, I would also suggest you check out her courses. They're at the furryfamilycoach.com, furryfamilycoach.com. You can watch it VSL. You can see how she did all this stuff. So it's not just me. And by the way, check out her course. Good course if you have a dog. You want to get some training done, right? So Jessica, tell me what you did and how you came about doing a course, because this is an actual person that did it outside of me. All right. So tell me what you did and how you came up with the idea. Just give me a little backstory to it.
Well, I started out by purchasing other courses to kind of get an idea of what was out there and what was working.
All right. So the first step, and I don't want to interrupt her, but this is crucial, guys. everybody's always trying to figure out, well, how do I do a course? What do I do? What do I do? Go see who's successful and emulate what they do. Don't copy their stuff, okay? Don't do that. But you can go and look and see what somebody else is successful at. Look at their sales pages. Heck, buy their course. Give them some money, and you'll get all their emails. You'll get all their upsells. You'll get everything. So is that primarily what you did, Jessica?
Yes,
you
absolutely.
Did. All right. So you bought other people's courses.
I bought other courses, and I saved links to their pages and, of course, emails and all of that, just to kind of see what was going on, what people were doing, and what was working for them. And I became an affiliate for courses that I could, so I could see what they were providing for affiliates. And then once I started making my course, I went online and offered free training.
All right, so this is crucial. So you gave them free stuff up front.
Yes.
And guys, I'm literally doing that right now. You're participating in my free training, and it's so funny because I do a lot of this free training, and I have people come to me and go, "I want to hire you. I want to buy your stuff." And will that happen every time? No. Does it happen with most people? No. I would say 97% of the people just get my free stuff, and that's okay because that 3% pays for everything. So Jessica, where did you do your free training at? How'd you do that? How'd you offer it to people?
On Facebook and Craigslist.
So on Facebook and Craigslist, and kind of walk me through what you mean by that. What do you mean by free training?
So I posted ads.
And first off, guys, her course is dog training, which is really not. It's people training because the dogs will do whatever you have them do.
So yeah, I just posted ads that I was offering free training, and that I would video it. And the only stipulation was that I had to video it, and they would need to sign a release.
Now, why were you videoing the training that you were giving people for free? What was the purpose behind that?
To create the course.
So see what she did, guys. And you could do the same thing. You can offer, some free whatever to people, and you could do this online too. And then those training sessions you recorded, and those became modules within her training because she needed to be training a bunch of different dogs. And go ahead. I don't want to keep interrupting you, but I want them to understand because what you did was pretty cool.
Different dogs, different issues.
Different issues. Okay.
And then I just slowly started building the course out. I kind of modeled it in a way that made sense as to how I would train somebody, so they could go through the courses in a linear fashion, and just started building up the video library for it, and
You have a book too, don't you?
Yes.
Do you have that book anywhere?
So I wrote a book.
I want to hold it up so people can see it. So she wrote a book, guys, and she's running ads also on Facebook, and she sells the book. And by selling the book, people know her, okay? Don't think of as a book as something you want to make money on. I know that sounds crazy, but that's not what you do in digital marketing. I have a couple books, and I have made money on, but this is the book she did. I'm going to hold it up here so you guys can see it, okay? And it's 7 miracle steps to get your dog to obey commands, even if they failed, let me get this over here, before, all intelligence levels and breeds. So that's a good picture, isn't it? I took that picture. Okay, then there's the back cover over here. Where could they get this book if they wanted to get this book? Oh, it's on Amazon too, isn't it?
It is on Amazon.
Okay. Not a thick book. How many pages?
Like 63, I think.
Okay, 63 pages. And where can they get this book?
They can get it on Amazon. They can also get it. There's a link to it on my website, jessicalfisher.com.
jessicalfisher.com if you're interested in that, guys.
There's a link to the book in the navigation menu.
Mm-hmm. So this book is what she bases all of her training on. And some of you are going to be saying, well, it's a lot of work, man. That would take me months to do all that stuff. Yeah, and months are going to pass anyhow as long as you stay alive. I mean, you put forth the effort. That's the biggest thing that I see is people will start this stuff and then they just quit. And then they're stuck in that crappy job and they're stuck with that crappy boss. So are you still selling this book? When did you publish this book? And I know the answers to this, yes, guys.
Last June.
Last June.
Yes.
Is the book selling anymore?
Yes.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day she sells these books. And the cool thing, guys, is you need to get your name out there. You got to start building some social presence out there. And if she sells this book and doesn't make money, do you make money on these books?
No.
You don't. Okay. So do you lose money?
I try not to.
Try
I
not
try
to.
to break even.
Break even. If you break even with something like this, guys, it's valuable. And it's valuable because every time somebody buys this book, she gets another email. So if she can cover the cost of her ads, and some people buy your course though, right?
Some. Yeah.
And how much is your course?
$27 a month.
27 a month for how many months?
Until you
forever. Forever. And a lot of people don't cancel. Some people will only pay 3 months, some people pay 2, some people pay 2 years, you know? So that's the really cool thing about it. And she hasn't been doing it long enough to, I don't think you've been doing it 2 years yet, have you? Probably about a year. But multiply a year times $27. Yeah. So if you can cover the cost of something like this and then sell your course, and I know I have a couple books and I'm going to do another one, that is certainly valuable. These are the things that are the little extra effort that a lot of people just don't do. So I'm going to kind of wind this down. We've got a long drive for where we're going to have lunch today. We're actually leaving the house and able to eat at restaurants now. It's amazing. We're almost like it's a free society. So we're going to go do that today. But put any comments you have, any questions you have, guys, on the side there. This is your last opportunity to do that. If you don't stick them in there now, you won't get a chance to. You can put questions later on in the comments section of this video because the video is going to be up on YouTube, so you can always do that. If you're not watching this live, remember you can always put your comments and I will always answer them. I can't get to 100% of them, but I try to do the best I possibly can as far as getting to your comments. But put that, in the comment section. You can put it in the chat right now. Stick them off there to the side. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Even if you know an answer to a question, if you think it's something that you've learned, it's kind of cool to put that question in there so other people see it who maybe don't know the answer to that, and then I can answer the question for them. Somebody is asking how long a course should be. It's all across the board, and it depends on what you charge for it. My courses that are $27 a month, maybe anywhere from 35 to 60 videos. But keep in mind, those videos are only about 5 or 10 minutes. Not that long, 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to be on this call today for almost an hour, not quite an hour. But, if I was doing videos right now, that would be 6 videos right there, 6 to 10 videos right there. So it doesn't take much for you to, for you to actually come up with a course. And I do want to reiterate, don't make your videos more than 5 or 10 minutes. Just don't, not in your course, because people have a hard time getting through it. It's just too much information. It's too intense, and they don't feel like they're making progress. If you have 5, 6 minute videos, they're like, man, I'm booking through here. I'm making progress. I'm making progress. And sometimes I'll do a video that's 20 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll break it into 3 and I'll say, how to do SEO part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, and just make it into 4 videos. They really appreciate that. Okay. They don't want these long videos. Don't think you have to do that. They don't want a long book. They don't want a book that they got to read that's 500 pages on how to train their dog. This book at 60 some odd pages, right? 60 some odd pages gives them everything they need for their dog. Some of the things in this book here, and I want to show you how she outlined it so you guys know. Positivity, shaping your dog's behavior, be the protector, everything on your terms, walking builds bonds, remain consistent, your dog's needs, myths about dog training. Then it's got canine commands in here. So it's got pretty much everything they need, and it's quick. They can grab this book, read through it in an hour, 2 hours, and get all the information they need. People don't want your book. They don't want your course. They want the results of your book or your course, okay? People don't want any of my courses. They want to know how to run Facebook ads and make money, so they buy my Facebook ads course, okay? They want to know how to set up a Shopify store and integrate it with AliExpress and make money, okay? They don't want the course. They want the results of the course. So quit selling the course. Quit talking about all the stuff that's in the course. When you're talking about your course, you're trying to sell it, talk about the results they can get from your course. That's what you want to do. So next week, I'm going to have that presentation ready, okay, because I've got it now. It's on Dropbox. I've got it. I apologize for all the technical issues here, but you know what? Stuff happens. It just happens. And I was real close, like this close to going, screw it. I'm just going to cancel the call. I'm not going to do it. And I was real close to not doing this training this week. And I thought, well, no, people are expecting this. They want it. because I was on the road and I didn't have a computer and I was going to have to get my old air out. And I was like, I thought of all the excuses I could to not do this training today. So I go through these same things that you do. And if it seems painful and if it seems difficult, it's probably something you should do. Probably something you do. Jessica and I work out in the afternoons now. We sometimes look at each other and we're like, I don't want to get off the couch. I don't want to do it. But once we're done with it, we feel better about ourselves. And it's the same thing with writing a book or doing your course or writing these sales pages. Go through the pain, guys. That's the only way to get to where you want to be. You know, Joe Rogan is a podcaster I listen to, and he's been doing a podcast on YouTube for 11 years. 11 years. And he, you know, made a little bit of money. In the past few years, he's made a lot of money, but in the beginning, he didn't make any money. And he didn't have any celebrities to interview. He was having people on there that he thought was interesting, but nobody else wanted to talk to him, so he had them on there. And as he did this more and more and more, some celebrities would say, hey, I want to be on your show. Elon Musk has been on there twice. Elon Musk doesn't go on any shows for interviews. He's been on there twice. And just the other day, he got bought out. His show got bought out by, was it Spotify, right?
Yes.
Spotify, and they paid him how much? I think it was $30 million. Yeah, $30 million for his show and the content that he's already produced. And get this, he's now going to be on Spotify. You don't have to pay to watch his podcast, but they're going to put commercials on it. And they, I guess, figure with the following he's got, that they're going to make money off ads. So that's pretty darn cool, guys. $30 million, but understand he put 11 years into a podcast to get to the 30 million. Somebody's not going to just walk up and hand you $30 million. You've got to put value out there first. And if you don't think you have value, I'm telling you, you do. Whatever it is you like, whatever it is you do, go out there and talk about it. You may not be the best person at SEO. You may not be the best person at playing a guitar. You may not be the best singer, but if you're better than your audience, it's valuable. It's really that simple. It's really hard to be the best. I don't try to be the best. I know I'm not the best, okay? But I have value, and the stuff I sell works, and I've done it. I've gotten money back from what I do. So if you do the same thing, guys, you will get results. So let me leave that with you today. Now, Jessica always has some words of wisdom, motivational things that will just make you want to rocket into your office or rocket down to the local place you work and just really do something this weekend. And she's going to share those with me. She always prepares for days on doing this. And she's never caught off guard because it's so consistently, I ask her every Friday, what are those words of wisdom? So here she stands laughing at me because I know some of that's bullshit. But here she stands laughing at me. She's going to have something of value, I promise. I'm going to sit back and listen. Go ahead, Jessica.
Well, what's on my mind today is that we have a full moon tonight. Of course, if you're in Australia or somewhere, it was last night. But in the U.S., we have a full moon tonight. We have a full moon tonight, and it's a really good time to...
Well, I'm listening close here.
It's a really good time to meditate and put your intentions out there to start new tomorrow with a new moon. So really figure out what your intentions are, what you want, and some people call them affirmations. So
stop and think, you mean?
Stop and think.
How often do we stop and think?
We have a new moon tomorrow. Start new. We don't. Very often.
Yeah, we don't. And we work out together, and at the end of our workout, we take 3 deep breaths. When was the last time you took a deep breath? You just went. When was the last time you did that? For the most part, we go through days and days and weeks and months and maybe years, never take a deep breath. Just take one. Hold it in. Relax for a minute. Realize all the stuff you've got that other people don't. Realize all the people that died yesterday. They're gone. They would gladly trade places with you. I also want you to put in the comments, guys, what do you think of this training? Do you like it? Is it something you got something out of? Is there something else you want? Put that in the comments now. I really want to get your feedback on that. That's so very important to me. I know a lot of you guys are, kind of scared to type stuff in. Don't be. Participate. Put something in there. Let me know what your feelings are. I really want to hear it. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. Hit that button down there. And don't forget, next to it, there's a bell. There's a bell. It's called the notification bell. You got to click that bell. And when you do, it's going to ask you what notifications you want. Please pick all notifications. That way, when I do a live video, when I put up a video, and I put up 5 videos a week, guys, I record a lot of videos for you guys. You'll be notified. You'll be part of the Fisher family, the VIP group that steps in front of the line and finds out every time. So you want to do that, guys. Make sure you turn on all notifications. I really appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate you guys showing up every week. I know not everybody can be on the live training, and I get that, but we get hundreds of views and getting into the thousands of views on many of my videos now, and I really appreciate the support of the channel. It means so very much to me. My channel is really growing now. You know, I used to get, a few hundred views. Now I'm getting thousands of views. So the word's getting spread. If you think this is something that would be helpful to somebody else, share my channel with them. Talk about it. Say, hey, check out JR's channel. There's some good stuff on making money online. I want to share it with you. There's a ton of videos on my channel. I think it's in excess of 400 videos right now. I haven't even checked lately. I just keep cranking out videos. Okay, but there's a lot of videos, a lot of different subjects. I try to put them in playlists so you can find the subject matter that you want. But if there's something else you want that I'm not covering, or if there's something you want me to cover again, put that in the comments, put that in the chat, let me know. I thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to go check out some good Southern cooking at a restaurant here in, is it San Diego? No, actually, it's not quite San Diego. We have a little bit of a drive. Yeah, so we're going to go check that out. I really appreciate you guys being here. Christine says, got an important reminder, people don't buy your stuff, they buy the results your stuff gives them. Thanks. Very true. That's what they buy. They buy results. I'll end it with that. Thank you, Christine. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.